So what is the modification? Same program modified here. What are the statements? What are the new statements? One is statement. One is new statement. Temporarily we are storing 1 into temp. Num1 is assigned, num2 remains same, but this statement has changed. This statement has changed. Num2 is now not num1. 2 is temp. Num2 is temp. So if you follow these steps, then the values are exchanged. The values are exchanged. Okay. This is a typical example of explaining how the computer works actually. How the computer works. There will be minor differences between this mathematics and computer. Mathematics and computer. Those things you have to remember. We'll discuss as and when necessary. Now, okay, fine. But how do you do this without using temporary variable? Is it really possible? Exchanging of two numbers without using a temporary variable. Is it possible? Is it possible? It is possible, but I am not going to discuss it. So try it out. Try it out. It is given as exercise in domain also. By adding etc. you can do it. Now you for doing it with respect to these numbers. So what you have to do is don't consider petrol and diesel. Consider water in the two glasses, and they're not full actually. So you can exchange this water also. So take only water, take only two glasses. That's what is I am asking you. Don't use temporary variable. So you have to take only two glasses. Now you can assume that these two glasses are not full and they contain only water, not petrol, diesel. They contain only water. They are not full. What you have to do within this one, if you have 10 ml and this is if you have this 20 ml within this one, then they should get 10 ml. They should get 20 ml. How to do it? How to do it? How to do it? Think and do it. Hope you will do it. If you can't, if we have any online live sessions, we will discuss. Or I will try to find out some way. I will try to find out some way of discussion. Definitely discussion is also required. I will definitely find out some way. So this we already discussed it actually. We already discussed with this. So this is next one. So what we are doing here? Find the sum of n numbers, not first n numbers. Okay, n numbers. We are not using the word first. What does it mean? What does it mean? Sum of n numbers. N numbers. Okay, you should know the value of n. So read n. But the problem is, the first case, when we consider first n numbers, the numbers we know already. 1, 2, 3, that has to up to n. But now n numbers. So these n numbers can be anything. Again, I already told you, if it is anything, read it. If it is anything, read it. So what you have to do in that case, previous case, what we are doing, we are just adding the value of, the previous case, we are just adding the value of this I, sum equal to sum plus I. Sum equal to sum plus I. So what we are going to do here, what we are going to do here. So you cannot add like that. So it can be anything. So read it. So what we are doing here, you are reading it. After reading, you are adding. After reading, you are adding. After reading, you are adding. So that's the only difference. What you are adding, you are not adding I, you are adding X. I is I, I, and these X are different, not same. So every time, that means n times you are reading the value of X and then adding it. And this X can take any value. That means first time it may take some value, second time it may take some value. X value is not going to remain same. X value may change. May remain same also, but it may change. X value may also change. X value may also change. Okay, this is the algorithm to find the sum of n numbers. Next algorithm to find the sum of even and odd numbers separately among the list of numbers. So you have to read the sum of, you have to find the sum of even and odd numbers separately. So in the previous case, what we are doing, even if there are n numbers, we are having only one sum. So read the value of X n times, you do it. What you have to do? Read the value of X, read the value of X, read the value of X within the loop. We can see within the loop, read the value of X, add the value of X. But now what I am asking you, okay, you have to read the numbers, n numbers. Now also you have only n numbers. So the same thing, same, I equal to 1 to n increment of I. But you have to read the value of also. You have to add the value of X also. But what I am asking, what I am asking you, I'm asking you to add even numbers separately, and also I'm asking you to add odd numbers separately. The sum even represents the sum of the even numbers and sum odd represents the sum of the odd numbers. I am asking you to add even numbers and odd numbers separately. So that means you are reading the value of X. You are reading the value of X. If X is even, then I have to add it to this one. If X is odd, then I have to add it to this one. What does it mean? So after reading the value of X, what you have to do? You have to check whether whether X is even or odd. If X is even, then add it to some even. If it is X is odd, add it to some odd. That's what you have to do. Now, how do you find out? How to do it? So what we are saying, if X is odd or if X is even, add it to some even. If X is else, add it to some odd. If X is even, add to some even, else add to some odd. Okay, that means you have to use that conditional statement. You have to use that conditional statement, if then else statement. Okay, the other thing, how do you know whether this number is even or odd? What is even number? Even number is one which when divided by 2 gives the remainder 0, which when divided by 2 gives the remainder 0. So you have to find the remainder. If the remainder is 0, that means it is a even number, add it to some even. Otherwise, add it to odd. So that's what we are doing here. That's what we are doing it here. You can check it out now. So what we are all these are same. 3x up to this point, this is same, but you have separate counters. Checks here. These are assignments. So these are assignments. Please modify. are equals check. So some even is assigned, some odd is assigned 0. So after that, after this point is same. If x percentage 2 equal to 0, that means this percentage, we are assuming that percentage use the remainder after division. So when x is divided by 2, what is the remainder? That remainder is left given here. If the remainder is 0, then add it to some even. Otherwise, add it to odd. Otherwise, add it to odd. So this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. Okay. This is what you have to do. Hope it is clear. The algorithm to find the sum of the positive and negative numbers separately among the list of numbers. So here we are trying to find the sum of even and odd numbers, but here we are trying to find the sum of positive and negative numbers. Now similar logic, but instead of checking whether it is even or odd, you have to check whether it is positive or negative. What is negative? If it is less than 0, then it is negative. So if that x is positive, add to say some positive, else some negative equal to some negative plus x. That's what you have to do. Okay, is it okay? Try it out. Try it out. Take a break. Try it out. Pause. Break. Do it. You can do it. Next, algorithm to find the sum of the digits of a number. Algorithm to find the sum of the digits of a number. See, while discussing these algorithms, while you are watching the videos of algorithms, take a break for every algorithm. I am recording this continuously, but you try to take a break. Actually, I am recording it in odd time. Okay. But when you are watching it, take a break. Just think about it. Just think about it. Find the sum of the digits of a number. Okay. You have to find the sum of the digits of a number. Say the number is number. How do you find? How do you find? So 123. 123. So what you have to do? You have to get 1 plus 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2 plus 1, whatever it be. So 123. One 123. Okay. Let me want see the size of the font. 123. So 1 plus 2 plus 3. This is the sum of the digits. How do you get it? How do you get it? How do you get it? A number. It check problem. Okay. Then I copied the previous one. Okay. Anyhow, these are 10, not 2s. These are 10. How do you do it? So this is what called as overlooking. Overlooking. didn't check the slides again. Okay, but whatever may be. So this type of mistakes you do while doing programming also. Sometimes you become complacent and you do silly mistakes or silly mistakes. Now, is it intentional or I did it because of negligence? It's a secret. But anyhow, how to get the 1 plus 2 plus 3? That means I should be able to either get 1 first and then 2 second and then 3, or I should get 3, I should get 2 and then I should get 1. So in either way is 1 plus 2 plus 3 or 3 plus 2 plus 1, that is 6. How to do it? How do you get what happens when you divide by 10? What happens when you divide by 10? What is 123 by 10? Is 12. So when I divide put 10 here, 10, I divide 23, divide 123, divide 123. What is the quotient? The quotient, the quotient, the quotient. 12. Directly if you write, please say 20, 10 12 are 120. The remainder, what are 3. So there is 3. Now what is happening? I can by using the remainder operator, by dividing by 10, I'm getting the remainder. So I'm getting 3. I'm getting the quotient also. Okay, now 3 I'm getting. So because I'm getting the remainder, I can add it. And, I can proceed further. So I can just explain the algorithm and go away. I'm not trying to do it. I'm trying to think like you. Okay. I'm trying to do it for the first time. Trying to act something like I'm doing it for the first time. Okay. I got the remainder 3. Fine. I can add it. So that means I got the remainder here. I got it. Remainder, I can add it. Fine. These two statements can be exchanged if necessary. There is no effect, but order of the statements also matters sometimes. But here in this case, it doesn't matter. So now I can add the remainder. Now I got the 12. I should store it. And what I have to do again? I have to take the 12. I should again divide it by 10. Again divide it by 10. If I divide it again by 10, if I divide again it by 10, so what I get, what is the quotient? 10 1 jar, 10 1 jar, 10. Okay, 10 jar, 10 jar, 10. So what is the remainder? There, 2. Remainder is 2. So again I got 2. Okay, I got 3. I added 2. I got. So fine. I will add it again. Now 1 is there, 1 is there. So I can add it, can use some other logic also, but I go according to this logic. What I can do now is I divide 10 by 1, not 10 by 1. I try to divide 1 by 10. So 10 again. Okay. So 10 again, say, try to divide, what I try to divide? Divide 1, divide 1. So then what is the quotient? The quotient, can I divide 1 by 10? Quotient is, I think, 0 is 0. Get 10 zeros are 0. So I will put 0 here. I will put the remainder, that is again 1. So I got 1. So I can add 1. What is happening? First time the quotient was 12. Second time it was 1. Now the quotient is 0. What you have to do? I have to do this program, to do this thing repeatedly until this quotient is 0. Till this quotient is 0. So instead of separately doing these things, I am just using number only. So number, every time it is changing. That means it is initially 123. So first time when I divide it, it becomes 12. First time I divide, it becomes 12. Then becomes 1. So remainder is number percentage 10, that is 3. 3 I got it. For equal to 123 by 10, that is 12. For contains 12. Sum equal to sum plus remainder. Remainder, what is present in remainder? 3. Sum equal to sum plus remainder, that is 0 plus 3, that is 3. Next, remainder equal to number by 10. What is number at present? 12. 12 percentage 10, that is 2. Number equal to number by 10, that is 12 by 10, that is 1. 12 by 10, that is 1. Sum equal to sum plus remainder. So 3 was there. 3 plus 2, that is 5. Okay, next number 0. No, not at present. So remainder equal to 1 percentage 10. Here when 1 is divided by 10 is 1. Okay. Number equal to 1 by 10. Number equal to 1 by 10. What is that number by 10? Number by 10. Number by 10. It is 1 by 10. It is 0. So sum equal to sum plus remainder. Remainder contain 1. So 5 plus 1, that is 6. And number has become 0. Number has become 0. So number not equal to 0. No, it is false. So you come out. So after coming out, again here statement there. Have to print the value of sum. Print the value of sum. So this is how this algorithm works. So this algorithm works. So be careful. These are the silly mistakes which you make while doing copy pasting. While doing copy pasting, if you are in some other mood, when you become overconfident, you commit these type of mistakes, and it is difficult to find these mistakes. You can find only if you have presence of mind. Only if you have presence of mind. So when you are in a mood, when you are interested, then you can do it. Otherwise, so will scratch your head, but you don't find any wrong. So that's why I already told you in previous classes, when I start studying and when I typing, etc., often I don't understand things, often I neglect. But when I go to the class and start teaching, my mind starts working. That's the gift of being a teacher. Being a teacher. So your mind starts working. It's a fantastic thing. God's gift. So again, print sum is also missing here. It's also one of the mistakes. Not a mistake. Print sum is it's okay. You can print it or calculate it. If you want, you can print it. But this is the costly mistake. The costly mistake. So these type of mistakes do make. Don't think you are highly intelligent and you got 98%, got MSET rank below 1000, but still there is a chance that commit a mistake. The chance that commit a mistake. Okay, power is gone. Okay, this is the algorithm. The algorithm. I try to make the correction slides. The algorithm to find whether given number is palindrome or not. How do you find out? Algorithm to find whether given number is palindrome or not. Same logic, previous logic. You have to find out. But what you have to do? What you have to do? You are not adding the sum. You are actually reverse the number. So for that, the first number, store it in temporary variable, and then reverse it. So reverse means you have to do what is called as product. Again, consider that logic 123 equal to 1 into 100 plus 2 into 10 plus 3 into 1. So reverse means 321, that is 3 into 100 plus 2 into 10 plus 1 into 1. So that means the last one you have to repeatedly multiply by 10, and then second one one time less, like that. Think and do it. So these are some of the algorithms you can practice. These are some of the algorithms you can practice. Okay, thank you. The long duration session. I don't know whether the session will be split practice or not. But anyhow, best of luck. So best of luck. Make a good beginning. That's what is important. Don't copy. Use your brain only. Remember, you are a perfect human being. You are a perfect human being. Not saying it. The great soul of India, Swami Vivekananda, said, you are a perfect human being. Believe in yourself. Doesn't matter whether you got 980 or say 700 or 600. Doesn't matter. Life keeps on changing. Life keeps on changing. Best of luck. So don't worry. Be happy.